Like I said, I'm a Chicagoan. There's a lot of Chicagoans in the room right now. So what does it mean for you? What did it mean for you? And what does it mean for you to be able to say, I left the East Side? Like, that's not my life no more.
It's like a gift and a curse. You know what I'm saying? Because you still got people who you love that, you know what I'm saying, still on the East Side, of course. Certain people that you're not going to be able to get from the East Side that you love. So it's like a gift and a curse, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy that mainly it's just my mom and sister. Like, my sister don't really have to deal with the stuff that she had to deal with in the city. Like, just like walking down the street and people saying it's her sister, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, my sister, she don't like dealing with that. She don't want nobody walking up to her saying you her sister, you feel me? So just being able to make sure my family's safe and they comfortable, that's probably like my biggest achievement. But just, not being over it be still to this day, sometimes I still want to just go in my hood, you know what I'm saying? But it's so much that come with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much that come with it, and it's not worth it sometimes, So you got to understand that in the situation. If something not worth it, that's why I said we're following your first mind. When you know what come with making a certain decision and you still make it, whatever come from that decision is up to you now, you know what I'm saying, at that point. So, I mean, it's good. It's like a blessing and a curse, man, you know what I'm saying? Because you always going to be who you are and be true to who you are. But just being, even, you don't even have to be an artist. Like, you could be an athlete, anything you're going to do on a global, you know what I'm saying, scale, and just trying to be something great in life, you're going to have to, you know what I'm saying, make those sacrifices. And it's going to be hard, but it just comes with the life you chose. Like, had I been in the streets, I would have just been in the streets 100%. So if I'm going to do music, I got to do music 100%. Just understanding that, man, I had to grow up early.
So was music, would you consider music being your release from all of what was going on?
Yeah, hell yeah. If it weren't for music, I don't know what I'd be doing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a job or no shit like that. So I'd just be in the streets. If it weren't for, music saved my life 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So speaking of how music has saved your life, I know that that's the narrative for a lot of rappers now that have real stories.
And I never
really
thought about it, like, you know what I'm saying, until recently, just because I took the step to say I had to, focus on music 100%. I couldn't be like 80-20, 70-30, 70% in the streets. 30% in the streets, 70% in music, or even vice versa, 70-30, you know what I'm saying? Even if you 90-10, that 10% that you putting into the streets gonna take up so much of your energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, the streets, that's a full-time job, being in the streets, just as, doing music. Like, so you gotta understand that, you know what I'm saying? You gotta accept it. Like, when I was in the streets, I accepted every day I left out the house, I could die, I could go to jail for 20 years. I'm not gonna tell on nobody I'm gonna do my whole 20 years. You got to understand what comes with that. So I understood what came with music. You got to cut the streets off, you know what I'm saying? Not cut it off, but you got to be able to focus 100% on that if you're trying to be, you know what I'm saying, what I am. I really compare myself to, like, the greats. I look up to Hov and Diddy, you know what I'm saying, Nas. I don't really look up to my peers and nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to see myself on a way broader scale 5-10 years from now, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I made those sacrifices. Had I just wanted to be a street nigga that's just rapping, making some money, I could have been able to do both, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, you can't.
Yeah. It's just so dope to, like, have witnessed your growth from Gangway to now. Like, as far as mindset, as fans or, like, people that just really follow your music and watch your interviews, like, even the way you answer questions has changed and, like, your mindset has changed. So just kudos to you for that.
Thank you.
So I just want to have my last question. What do you want your legacy to be? Real, like, man, what do you want your legacy to be?
I want to just be known for being real, me 100%, and being able to touch people, like you said, just touch people, you know what I'm saying, from different ethnicities, don't matter age or whatever. Like, I was just on a plane, Fayo was just, like, going crazy to see me, a girl, Fayo girl, you feel me? So just being able to touch people, you know what I'm saying, from all ages, different ethnicities. Like, I was just in New York, a white man, like, in his late 30s, was just on the phone with his mama, and like, hold on, ma, I gotta go. This is my favorite rapper right here, like, in his 30s. Got a Rolex on and everything, like, successful, you feel me? Like, so to be able to touch those different kinds of people, just telling my story and giving light on it to people who still living the life that I live, where they could want better for themselves, or they could reflect from my situation and said, Herb was thinking this way, so then they try to put themselves, you know what I'm saying, in my mindset, and then help them, and really help them get out the streets. So that mean everything to me, just knowing, you know what I'm saying, my music could do that to people. and it just make me want to strive and do it even more. Like, I just dropped my debut album. I got so much in store that I want to, you know what I'm saying, see myself doing throughout my career. So I just see myself, man, just being able to touch people, you know what I'm saying? No matter your age, where you from, how you grew up, just being able for you to relate to me and my story, and you know what I'm saying, want better for yourself and want better for everybody around you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want everybody to do, like, I want everybody to do something positive with their life. I feel like nobody should be living negative, because I had to live negative every day of my life, you know what I'm saying? That's not no way to live, so I just want good for everybody.
That's good. I lied and said that was my last question. I got one more question.
No, you good.
So, I want you to define why being from Chicago makes you so different. What did coming up in Chicago do to you to just make you different? And make you cut different, make you bleed different?
Yeah, she said make you bleed different.
Man, I got it.
It's just, you know, I feel like if I was from anywhere else, I wouldn't even be who I am. Like, it wouldn't be no Herbo had I not been. Even if I was from another neighborhood, I feel like if I wasn't from, say, Knife and Essence, where I'm from, I wouldn't be who I am. You know what I'm saying? Even if I was from 60-something, I probably wouldn't be a rapper. I wouldn't think the same, because I wouldn't have lived the life that I live, you know? So just being from Chicago, I had to grow up early. Like, I didn't really start hanging with friends until I got 10, you know what I'm saying? Like, those when like, my mom, she ain't let me really go out and do a lot of stuff because it was dangerous, you know what I'm saying? Like, one of the first cribs I ever spent the night at that wasn't my family was Bibby House. Like,
yeah.
And I was probably like 10, 11, you know, but just growing up, I seen so much. I was mature. I was hanging with my cousins that was 5 years older than me, 6 years older than me when I was in preschool, kindergarten. So I was already like on their level, you know what I'm saying, early on. So by the time I got older, I had seen so much, and I knew too much for my own good, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was too smart to even be smart. I was so smart, I was dumb, just doing anything because I thought I knew so much, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make sense, but it makes sense. Like, people be so smart, you dumb because you think you know so much and seen so much, but you can't really put it all together. Like, you can't really balance it all in order to think and maneuver through situations. So I just feel like if I was from somewhere else, I'd be probably a square, man. I don't know. Basically. But I mean, ain't nothing wrong with being a square. It's about being yourself. You know, you get respect for just being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Embracing yourself. Like, Chance is himself. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't call Chance a square. You feel me? Like, that's just who he is, and you know what I'm saying, where he come from and what made him him. So I just feel like if I wasn't from Chicago, or if I wasn't from the east side, you know what I'm saying, Kingston, 79th Street, you know, if I wasn't from those blocks, I'd just be totally different, because I wouldn't have seen and done the stuff that I've been through. Like 15, 16, I was a grown man already, like having to take care of myself, pretty much taking care of my mama, you know what I'm saying, like everybody, you know. So I just had to grow up early. I seen a lot. I had to move like a grown man. Stopped going to school when I was like 16, 17, just because it wasn't safe no more. Like, I made sacrifices early on that the average kid wouldn't have made. The average kid would have still been going to school because he wanted to go see girls and shit like that. But I cut all that off because my lifestyle is making me live this way. So if I'm gonna live this way, I gotta live this way 100%. So I think it was just understanding my situation, any situation I'm in, and making the best of it. So if I was from Chicago, I probably wouldn't be able to do that. Yo, what's up, man? It's Herbo. I'm live at Morehouse, man. Shout out to Maroon Type. You already know.